Hey everybody, here's the latest project. I had a couple of junker Heathkit HW-16s. One was nowhere near complete, the other one was complete but had major problems, including a painted chassis. Anyway, long story short, I made one good one out of two bad ones, and even painted the cabinet. Although it's not an exact match from Heathkit green, it looks alright. Anyway, let me show you what I did. Stand by. Okay, I got the top and bottom covers off. So I'll give you a quick tour inside here. There's a new hayseed. All the electrolytics have been replaced. And all the carbon composition resistors have been replaced as well. So this was a real tear down kind of project. And all the rust cleaned up. New hardware to mount the printed circuit board. There's a little modification back there to reduce the side tone level to a reasonable level so it doesn't blow your ears out. So that's what it looks like on the top side. Turned out pretty good. Okay, here's the underside, and everything down here pretty much is new except for the RF chokes and the ceramic bypass caps. But all the resistors are new. There's a couple new bypass caps down there in the crystal oscillator section, just because I couldn't save the old ones, and went on a little clipping spree there. But this is kind of what it looks like now underneath. That cap, by the way, helps reduce the thump from transmit back to receive. Anyway, 3-wire AC line cord, all the usual stuff. This one is not perfect yet. It's still got a few problems, but let me fire it up and show you how it works so far. Okay, here we are back again, and I got it fired up, let it warm up for a couple minutes on 40 meters, and give you an idea what the receiver sounds like. So let me turn around a little bit here. Turn the volume up. A couple of problems remain. One, the meter doesn't work. Not that it's a big deal for this rig, because I'm not a novice anymore, so I don't really care how much plate current I run. Keep it up to the max. Missing the right knob for the power level control, and the RF gain control is a little scratchy. Here, let me show you. Hear that intermittency there? All the way up, it's almost off. Back it off a little bit. So I need a new RF gain control. And the 15 meter crystal is bad. It's I don't know, I think it's about 20 or 30 kilohertz off in the wrong direction. So I'm missing kind of the bottom 30 kilohertz of the band on 15. And the injection level is way, way low. So I gotta cobble something together, maybe find a crystal somewhere for 15. But 80 and 40 work great. So that's the history. The reason I was curious about this is my first real radio back in 1973, so 50 years later I thought I'd put a little novice station together and make a few contacts. Anyway, this one turned out real good, replacing all those carbon comp resistors and electrolytics and improving the grounds. I took terminal strips off at the bottom of the chassis and replaced rusted hardware and all that stuff, but you can see now there's virtually no hum in the audio. It's got plenty of it, very stable. And it has no AGC, which we'll probably find out here in a second or two. There we go. That's why the RF gain control working properly is a nice thing. Run the audio up, the RF gain back, and easy copy. And no hum. So, can't complain about that. Okay, I just put the dummy load on. And let me plug a crystal in here. 7030. Let's get max RF gain, max power, and let me close the key here and spot the signal. I made a little modification to turn that side tone level down because it was way too loud, and I didn't have a regular control to use, so I used a little PC board mount trim pot on a little printed circuit board and just attached it to the back of the rig. It'd be nice if it had a little shaft on it, but I probably won't need to adjust it too often. So there you go. It's putting out, oh, by the way, let me peek it up here. About 40 watts, give or take. So that's pretty good. And if I go to 15 meters, that 7030 crystal should spot at 21090. And I got to turn the volume way up. Let's see where it is. There we go. Okay, there's 30 watts. And we're at 21068, something like that. So about close to 30 kilohertz off in the wrong direction. So I'm missing the bottom 30 kilohertz where all the good stuff is. But I'll deal with that later. Okay, we're back on 7030 into the dummy load, and let's see if I can get in here on the 1 watt meter. That's a 100 watt slug in there, and I'm not going to be able to get it to focus. But trust me, it's about 40 watts, give or take a watt. So there you go, my novice rig from 50 years ago. And that one mod I mentioned about the capacitor you saw underneath the chassis there, that eliminates the real harsh thump you get when you go from transmit back to receive. A lot of these rigs have that issue. But you can see this one's pretty good. You might want to turn that side tone down just a touch more. Uh-oh, my keyer just quit working. Well, I guess it's time to end this video here. This is a Ten-Tech, I think it's a, I forget, KRC20 or something. Huh, I think I have an issue with the paddle here. There we go. Oh. Anyway, good time to end the video. HW-16, pretty cool rig. I'm going to use this thing. Do some novice CW type rag chewing. I think it'd be fun. I've got a few crystals here, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, keep tinkering, everybody. This was a fun one. I'm gonna enjoy this rig. See y'all later. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to show you what it was like with an antenna doing the transition from transmit to receive and getting rid of that thumpy sound. So we'll just make a real quick couple of V's here on 40 meters. First of all, let's check the power. Yeah, it's about 40 watts. I don't want to QRM these guys real, but here we go. So let me try a different frequency. There's somebody I'll interfere with there. See if anybody's on 7032. There's a spot signal. Anyway, you get an idea how good the QSK is, how pretty silent it is. My keyer just quit again. Guess what the next project's going to be? Hey, keep tinkering, everybody. See you later.